begin with one very clear communication with us all. For years, I tried to be like a lot of other people that I was impressed by. For years. Okay? And then I discovered I can at best be very nearly as good as them. Nearly as good. Nearly as good. And therefore I was failing, in my eyes. Forget about others. In my eyes, I was not as good as him. I didn't look as good as him. I didn't speak English as good as him. I was pathetic in maths. I was better than I couldn't be better than an 8th class student in math. I was like so good. So at all points, I was failing when I was trying to be like someone. This conversation about the avid miner is one in which we get is that all that we need to do is to be the most amazing version of ourselves. When we are dealing with ourselves, we will not have any shortcuts. The target determines the journey. Yes, no? Yeah, okay. So the target here is me, okay? So today, the entire thing, today or today on, is everything about me. To being that amazing version of me, such that I can do whatever this amazing person is committed to. See, you are committed to something else. That person sitting right next to you is committed to something else, even though you may be in the same company. You have some other responsibility, other take, other finesse. So this entire thing is about I being and delivering that amazing which I can. That target will determine my journey. Yes or yes? That is what we have to get. If you can actually get the humor in life, then you're going to have an amazing journey even while you're accomplishing everything that you want to accomplish. So welcome to LAKSHYA, the earning game, and we'll welcome it with a round of applause while we are all awake. The earning game, and the number is, what does 1 for you? Best, first, top, wonderful, top, best, unity, wonderful, unique, waha. Interesting, that's very close to something which I'm looking for. Unique, me. Come again? Beginning. The only one, very interesting. Unique, the only one. Anything coming closer to that? Winner? Unique, the only one. Consider, how many of you think that anyone thinks he or she is a cat? Yes, no? Cat, C-A-T. None of you is a cat. Okay, great. So if you are not a cat, then there is clear? You've not been hiding any cats, right? Thanks. So one life. One life. This conversation is about that one life. Friends, in films we give dates. 8 dates, 12 dates, 22 dates. And then over the schedules we give dates. And each of those dates we work about 8 hours or 12 hours or whatever. Shift. 8 dates. Boring date, yeah. Not like this. What is this? Yeah? What kind of a director is this? A hopeless script. Yeah? What kind of a role? What kind of going on? Till one day I had a conversation with someone and I got that I was not giving 8 dates. I was giving 8 days off. And each of those days of my life, I was spending 8 hours of life with 8 hours of his life, her life, her life. So many people's lives Live hours were happening. And that day something got altered for me, seriously. I said, I'm going to make it matter. This conversation is about you really getting one opportunity we have, my friends. You know, whatever state that you think in, whatever story that you have about yourself, there's a huge, huge population who doesn't have a job. I get goosebumps when I even think about it. I'm getting it right now. I am a lucky human being that these people invite me to speak. There's so many bloody people there. Billions. So when I get that opportunity, I make that opportunity count. I have 1 hour, but I have 1 hour with these 200 amazing human beings who are sharing 1 hour of their lives with me. That's what one is for me. Are you getting a sense of that for yourself in your life? You're spending how many days away from home right now? Each one?
Each one. 2 days.
2 days away from home, from people in your life. 2 days with these amazing human beings. And everything that you're going to get here, imagine the number of people you're going to touch with your work. That is what that one is for me. How many of you are afraid of getting injured? How many of you are afraid of getting hurt? How many of you are afraid of getting insulted? Okay. I'm all of that and amplified. But I discovered that I've survived all those cases. You know what is available to me? Life. I don't hide behind things when I have to say things. I stand up and say it. I own my word. Can I make a mistake? Yes, no. Of course I can make a mistake. But that mistake stays with me because I take responsibility of it and I take action to correct myself. So the power of ownership is when you can stand out and take charge of your life. That is the power of ownership. And that is the beginning of the earning game. And any game, if you want to play, begins with a habit. Have you ever heard that beautiful thing called, it's none of your business? Of course, you haven't heard this, I'm sure. And not only haven't you heard, you have never even told anyone it's none of your business. Now the laughter diminished. Oh, she's talking about us. So none of your business is one of the most foolish lines to say, my friends. From this moment, take it out. Be thankful that somebody said something which that is not their business. Chameleon in me allows me to be also an actor. I'm also an amazing father, amazing husband, amazing friend, amazing traveler, amazing writer, amazing traveler, amazing photographer, and. And why I'm saying amazing is that I'm an amazing version of me, my friends. Are there people better than me? Of course. Are there people who are not as good as me? Of course. But I am an amazing version of me. I want you to have that pride in yourself. Life is when we are ready to mutate and alter everything that we thought about it. Because the world is ever changing. Yes or yes? The world is ever changing. And the only thing that is available to us is keeping ourselves completely and always adaptive. Being the hungry hunter learner. Because learning is one of the most amazing blessings that you can give to yourself. Give to that person who is sitting in your seat. The learner who learns from the CISF person who gives you a pat down, to a person who's just giving you coffee, to a person, an old gentleman who just smiles at you. Learn anything from anyone. Have you ever heard this beautiful word, routine? Yes, no? Yes. Got it. My friends, there is no routine. Routine is a deep sense of disrespect that you can have for yourself. There are no 2 days. I challenge you at this moment. There are no 2 days which are the same. Not even the 2 hours that you wake up from bed are the same. But we just want to call it routine because we do not want to get or do more than that. We don't want to take that responsibility that I could have done something. No, yeah, same routine job, yeah, same things came. Why did you say it is same, my friend? Don't you have respect for that 1 hour of your life that's gone after that moment? Routine is a myth. No 2 days look alike. No 2 days. I challenge you on this. Tomorrow is always another day. The spirit of the entrepreneur never ever says life is boring. How do you think you can innovate at your work? You know, when you innovate, there's one thing which is not there. Complaint is not there. Seriously, when there's a problem which comes up, if I complain, nothing happens. The moment I try and find a way through it, something happens. Yes or yes? This is walk. Complain is sit. Innovate is walk and finding your way through things. Finding your way through things. Making it work somehow, without tripping, and maybe at times tripping. But not being scared of taking that walk that I may trip. Innovate. Because innovate is a way of active future. Not a future. I will let future come to me. Wait, it will come. Tomorrow will come. Innovation is walking towards and creating that future. Be a think tank. Create think tanks within. Think tanks need not be in government and big companies and large positions. Think tanks are these. These are think tanks. Invite people into innovative thinking. Because that, my friends, is the only game changer. Because you are the same. What ignites you is the difference. Tak. That ignition. That is the game changer. My invite to you is be a game changer. Think Columbus. The only way out for me is investing in new ways of thinking which you are engaging during this LAKSHYA conference. Just to puncture holes into what you thought were the comfort zones, where you thought were safe. Because that's the only way, my friends, that you can nurture the brave. And where is this brave? Seriously. You know, when you stay in the comfort zone, you're making yourself scared. The brave is not just the soldier, it is you who's feeding your family, who's making sure that others are awake and alive. Alliance has a role in that. Honor that brave. Don't be a meek chuha. Because when you honor that brave, that is when you deliver that brave. When you can walk up and say that, look, I think this can be tried. Can the brave fail? Yes. Of course the brave can fail, but the brave is willing to take it, not be scared. They deliver myself. Deliver myself as a creative and a relevant version of who I can be. Not just a regular. Anything regular in this? Yes, yeah, or yes. Is there anything regular in this? No. Regular is boring. Nobody needs the regular. We need creative and relevant. Because the world is paying you for your service. Remember, you get to touch the world with your service. I'm not just speaking to these 200 high achievers, my friends. I'm speaking to the thousands and millions you are touching with your actions. You know, there are people who don't say thank you to you. They don't even know what you're doing. I'm saying thank you to you all on their behalf. You have done so many things to so many people. I didn't even realize that how you touched my life till Suraj explained to me. Thank you. Thank you. That is who you are. You are already touching the world with that service of yours. I thank you for that. On behalf of those who will never be able to thank you. But what I want you to get, that's the value of your service. So don't you dare take it lightly. Expand your world. This is, And when you expand your world, that's when you allow the world to contribute to you. Because the world is there to contribute to you. Because you are the learning champion. You're not just any guy. You're the champion, the learning champion, what I call the earning champion. The guy who goes out and creates value. The woman who makes sure that people say, wow, this is an extraordinary service that has been done to me. This is what is available to each one of us, to offer the champion in us to the world. Not just say he's another guy, yeah, he works for them. No, he's that guy, man. And what service he does. That excelling. You don't need to just be a Abhinav Bindra to be a champion. You can be the champion that people ask the autograph for. Stop making stars out of others. Recognize that star who's sitting in your chair. This is what is available to us when we get that. Maybe this is heaven. Maybe this is the best time of our life. Own this earning life. This life is really precious. We are lucky that we are alive. We are lucky that we can make a difference to people's lives. Laksh belongs to the brave. Whatever is going to happen in the next day, it's all going to be belonging only to the brave. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to have this interaction with each one of you. I'm privileged that you people invited me over. I know that you are going to make a difference to not just your lives, but lives of millions that you touch. You are the future, the digital future. How not just in India, all over the world you are getting impacted. So thank you for all that you're doing. Thank you on behalf of all those that you're touching. Appreciated. Al shukran zindagi. Thank you.